intentions, distractions. So, my intention is just to check in and see what everyone's working on for the week. I'll fill in for Vitor and pretend like I know what I'm talking about, and know what everyone's doing. But really, probably Mitch is the better person who's got his finger on the pulse of everything. So I might lean on you, Mitch, to give us the latest updates. Um, and then I'm glad to see Mount Manu here. I would love to hear a breakdown of the latest user testing experiences and any feedback that you think is especially important to incorporate to the designs. And as far as distractions, I'm outside of a Starbucks in their parking lot. Sometimes the internet gets a little wonky, so I might have to turn off my video. And I do pay for their internet by drinking their crap, so I might be drinking some Starbucks. I'll pass it to Mitch.
Yeah, am I still muted here? Okay, thankfully not. Yeah, I honestly I don't have a ton of updates since Sunday. Like, I'm tracking the development on the repos, and there hasn't been a ton of movement on there. So I can't really say there's much difference from what we demoed on Sunday during the hack session. I'm still waiting to hear back from Pedro for the augmented bonding curve, like how we need to fix that lookup, and that's it. I think Vitor being sick is kind of the main blocker here. But I'll give it to Mount Manu.
Thanks, Mitch. Yeah, guys, excited to be here. There's really cool feedback from the people. We went from having about 2 comments on these people voting slide to having like 8. So there's like a lot to say, and yeah, that's the intention for today. In the instruction, I've got the comms working group sync call to prepare replace for Chewy, my brother, who's chilling on the beach, and yeah, that's it. That's the intention and distraction, and I'll pass it to Noggin.
Hey, yeah, well, intentions mainly also just check in and see. In my case, since Sunday, also like I did the 2 PRs at the end of the hack session last Sunday, so I'm kind of waiting for Vito to review them and accept them to the repo, and I'll be like for the first rounds of iterating with Pedro and Fabio, but since they're also not here, yeah. So yeah, mainly check in and distractions none. And I'll pass it to Zepti.
Thanks, Nagan. Yeah, my intention is just to check in, see how Param's doing, the deadlines, and yeah, just to keep seeing what's going on. This being awesome. No distractions. I'll pass it to Griff or Mitch.
Thanks, Zepti. Well, let's just start with Mount Manu and get your stuff out of the way so you can prepare for the comms call. And honestly, I think that's it. We had a pretty good hack session this Sunday, and there aren't a lot of updates since Vitor got jabbed and those things, man. But then, yeah. So Mount Manu, if you have anything to present. Like, can you go? Would you be down to show us the latest comments, and maybe you and Mitch could bounce ideas off each other for a little bit?
Yeah. I have like a bandwidth limit and cannot show the screen, so if someone else can maybe go through a Figma and or I can just read it to you guys, assuming you're on slide 18.
It's just in the UI design Figma.
Yes, sir.
I can pull it up here. Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's mostly on 18 for the disputable point.
I can see some stuff on conviction voting. UI design. Okay, let's go to this guy here. So I can see there's a bunch of comments here. Difference between support required and minimum quorum. What's a quiet ending period and non-quiet ending period? I don't know. Some of this stuff seems kind of obvious to me, but maybe it's not being conveyed clear enough.
I do think it's a little weird that we don't have some kind of visual for support required and minimum quorum. I don't think we need it, but maybe we need to give some sort of extra love to it since there's no visual.
I mean, there's tooltips. I don't know if we go into this and we go to, like, these all have tooltips on them that explain what they are. I don't know if these should go to forum posts or how do we get the message across?
Yeah, I mean, definitely they'll all link to the forum post, right? Like you get the tooltip and you can click it and we'll go straight to the forum post.
You could, but ideally it's just in the learn. So when they have the learn stuff up here, literally every parameter here is linked to a forum post.
Yeah, I guess we don't want to direct them away from the task at hand, right? When they're in mid design, we don't want to like pull their attention away.
So like it's all here, every single parameter and every single concept, like even disputing and whatnot, has a link to a forum post.
Maybe if there's like a question button where when you hover over it, you see like a short.
Yeah, I mean that's how it is already. Like if you just hover over this, like we can add a question mark to make it more obvious.
Yeah, you know
I
what?
think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we gotta add that
Forum post
question
just
mark.
condensed there, and you don't have to like go elsewhere.
Yeah, because like where are we here? Like on this one here, you know, we kind of have the same thing.
Yeah, I think putting those question marks everywhere will probably be beneficial just to show people, dude, scroll over it. You know, not everyone moves their mouse to what they're looking at.
Okay. All right. That's definitely feasible. Then we'll add some more obvious hover tooltips there.
What are the other comments?
Sorry.
Well, that's just obvious. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, they all have tooltips, but like maybe it's just the same thing, just making it more obvious that they need to scroll. So there's that one. Spelling needs to be fixed. Okay, fair.
Yeah, Ivy.
Okay, so this is not the same as vote duration. So that answers that question.
Well, is there voting process? So then what is the voting process?
That's the combination of all three. So maybe there's a better word we can think of for it.
So it's
So it's non-quiet, quiet ending, and then the execution delay.
Maybe just add a total voting process or something.
We could call it that. Proposal process.
or maybe quiet ending process?
But then we have the execution delay.
Vote. Yeah, proposal, execution, timing. Time.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry,
the timing is already implied from the x-axis.
Proposal execution.
What were you saying, Nugget?
Yeah, maybe just add a total at the beginning, just to kind of drive home that it's the whole process of everything together. So that you don't go looking for something that's called like that, so you can understand, okay, this is the different parts all put together.
I would also say voting is a little confusing because you're not voting during the execution delay.
What about proposal?
Yeah, I like.
That's clear?
Yeah.
Total proposal process. What do we think of that?
Better for sure.
Okay. What else we got?
Septimus, do you have any thoughts there?
I was just thinking it's not so clear, but yeah.
I feel like timeline or something should be in there, you know? Proposal timeline. I know it's implied, but like honestly, when you look at that chart, it's like time and days is tiny in this corner, you know? Like, I don't know.
What if you had like another header here underneath the x-axis?
Yeah. And that was bigger. I feel like this is a problem with a lot of our graphs. Like the units of what it is just like tiny. You barely see it. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. You can even anyway, we can try and jazz that up for sure. Do you guys think that would be a good solution?
Yeah, I would call it DAO voting timeline. Like TAO voting timeline. Because then it's like the applications timeline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still got to change all that everywhere. Okay.
How do the different types of votes affect, like for example, the delegated voting? Why? I mean, why is it splitted on the others? Like, why would do we see like 3 lines instead of 1?
Well, they're just looking at it in different ways, right? So one is dealing with delegated voting, which works independently of the quiet voting. And then the other one here is showing the quiet voting and how having an extension can extend the process.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I might need to do some more research first. Like, I don't understand quiet voting.
Well, there's lots of forum posts for that.
Yeah, I need to check them out again.
Yeah, that's a prerequisite.
Yeah, I don't. You know, if we can do better, the user's always right, man. It's like you're working in a mall at some stupid thing, and it's like the customer is always right. You know, even when they're dumb. No offense that you're not dumb. This is very confusing shit. But it's like I'm just imagining someone in a mall walking into Claire's, being like, "Hey, do these earrings work for if you have pierced ears?" It's like, yeah, they're clip-on earrings, but they still work if you have pierced ears. But you don't like, you don't just don't assume like, come on, don't be an idiot. Of course, it's like, okay, well, maybe we need something on the package that says, clip on to any ear that you want. Clip onto your nose, man, it'll work.
Yeah. But I mean, like, again, we've got tooltips here, so it's like if it's not in the forum post, it's like we're still giving them context, like right on the page. And they're just like little 1-sentence clips, that's modified from what we've already said, so it's consistent.
Yeah. Voting process with an extension. I guess it's proposal process with an extension. And maybe the delegated voting should be on top.
Well, this is what I wanted to change, is I wanted this actually to be a part of this one. So like if you put it here, Marco's gonna kill me, but have it like in this one. I don't know if that's better or not, because then you only have two.
I feel that's much clearer. Like from all these votes, those ones were delegated, and yeah, I feel this is clearer. I like it more this way, personally.
What do you think, Nuggin, Mount Manu?
I like first impression. For me, it's a bit more confusing, but it's just because I'm not used to have like a smaller line inside the bigger one. So I think maybe if I just had seen it like that from the beginning, it would be more clear. And I think you can understand and like yes.
And we have a legend at the
50-50 for my
bottom.
part.
Oh, sorry, I cut somebody off. Was that Mount Manu?
Mm-mm.
Or was somebody talking?
It was Nuggin. Nuggin, sorry, did you want to finish your thought?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say it's like 50-50 for me, but I can pass it to Mark.
Mount Manu, do you have any thoughts? I know your internet's a little dicey. Mount Manu's just listening. It sounds like, well, or trying to.
I think he's working on that comms schedule.
And it seems like his internet's pretty bad. He's been coming in and out of the call. I also like it. I prefer it. I think it's a little bit more clearer with 2 bars than 3.
Yeah.
For me, and I think it'll be like, it's like we're looking at a Figma, but when you start changing the numbers and you see the bars change, it'll be obvious, So maybe we do some A/B testing, like maybe we have both versions, and we just let Mount Manu kind of like ask people which one is more clear for them.
Because then the only 2 headers you're going to see is proposal process with an extension.
Yeah. And then the extra bar on the proposal process with the extension is really nice. It's like, total vote duration. Like, I don't know why you have delegated and non-delegated voting. I'll just say vote duration.
Yeah, that does make more sense.
And delegated voting period isn't really clear either. It's like the time that delegates have to vote. But I don't know, I wouldn't call it delegated voting period. That seems like, is that really what we call that variable?
Yeah, I think that's what we call it.
That sucks. Oh well, it's fine. Let's not try to change things. Delegated voting period? Ugh, gross. But whatever. Right? It sounds confusing to me. I don't know. It's like, what does that mean?
At the beginning, for me, it was also confusing, but now that you explain it, how it works, delegated period, voting period makes sense. Like it's the period of time that delegating voters have to vote, right?
Yep. Oh, vote duration would include the quiet ending period.
Yeah, that's why it was non-quiet and...
No, but the non-delegated time is also part of the quiet ending period.
Yeah.
It doesn't stack like that.
I mean, it could be. It depends on how much time you give them, right?
No, the quiet ending period is, the question is if the delegated time goes into the quiet ending period. Sure, maybe.
It could, because if the vote duration is 5 days and the delegated voting period is 3 days and the quiet ending period is 1 day, then you'll have a gap, right?
Yep.
But if you make it 2 days, the quiet ending, and the delegated voting period is 4 days, then it can go in.
Yep. But still, the non-delegated time is still that last part of the quiet ending period. So
Yeah.
the vote duration includes the quiet ending period.
But it won't include the quiet ending extension.
It doesn't include the extension, that's true. Okay, my bad.
Does that make sense? What I
Yep.
have here then?
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Okay, good.
It would be nice if these numbers in here, like, were matching the graph, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's a small thing.
Just for user testing. Chewy!
Hey everyone.
Hey, buddy. Long
Sorry
time
to
no see.
interrupt.
Hey there.
Yeah, I really need to catch up with Param, so go ahead. I don't want to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, well, we're just happy to see you, buddy. So yeah, I think this makes sense. Were there any other comments?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about comments from people in the call. Bowen. Okay, so he's basically just saying what we just talked about here.
Yeah. Thanks, Bowen. We can use you to justify, to tell Marco that it's okay to just have 2 bars.
And this is just the same comment you said before.
Yeah, it really bothers me. It's fine, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with it because, I mean, you know, it would take quite a bit of page redesign to fit it in, and, you know, you need the master for that.
Absolutely, and not worth it. I kind of wish it would just go over both, but it's okay.
Okay. 46.
Besides, Bowen always agrees with me. It's not really fair. Doesn't really count.
Ivy says yes.
Oh, I think she wants you to capitalize the yes.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't know if yes should be capitalized, but we'll do it, Ivy.
Whatever Ivy says is, you know, give it to her.
And I noticed, so I think that's it for this one. I think we touched on all them. I noticed there's a bunch for conviction voting. If nobody has more questions on this stuff here.
So are you down to add the numbers in and then also make like kind of an A/B testing, like have both versions of the graph?
Yeah, I have the notes. I'll make the changes.
You're a hero, Mitch. And then Mount Manu, if you could, I don't know if you can hear us, Mount Manu.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I've been hearing the whole time.
Great. So Mitch is going to make a copy of this, and we can maybe do some A/B testing with the next batch that come through about whether or not that delegated voting bar in the middle there adds value as something in between, like versus basically having 2 bars instead of 3, and just like asking people which one they prefer.
Yeah, I'm game. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Do you want to have a look at conviction voting then?
Yeah.
All right. So I think there was, again, what is conviction growth? I mean, yeah, we'll add in those question marks there to make it more obvious. But like the stuff is there. Maybe it's just getting people to realize, you know.
Hey, Mount Manu, when she was looking at this, was she looking at the prototype or was she making comments directly on like the edit pages? Mount Manu? Sorry, you're muted.
I think on the edit pages.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the problem. She wasn't in the prototype.
Well, yeah, okay. Cool.
So maybe try to keep people in the prototype, Mount Manu, and they can comment from there without going to the edit pages as well.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Number. Do you guys see this? I don't.
Can you zoom in? Minimum number of tokens. Minimum token
Amount?
I think it's either get rid of or add number.
It's a percent.
So
Right.
minimum percent needed to pass.
Minimum percent of tokens.
Minimum of tokens doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right. Minimum percent?
Mm-hmm.
You could put the percent symbol instead of the whole word.
Lauren says you can put the percent
I heard her.
symbol. Okay, cool. She's not that close to my computer. I didn't realize Max could pick that up so well.
I can hear myself through your computer through my headphones.
Okay. That's easy. And what else we got on this?
I think the same thing also, like pre-filling the numbers. So instead of having the dashes there, like actually having numbers that kind of match what the chart is.
Okay.
Or at least the best that we can.
Okay. I don't see any more comments on this one. Just that one. There's some here from Ivan. That's back on the Learn module. Oh. Does anyone can you guys read this?
Yeah,
Read it.
I think he doesn't understand that there's no voting in conviction voting. So maybe we need to make that clear. Does it say that in the learning section?
Okay, yeah. I don't think it does, and I think that's a really good point. Just making a note here. Okay, we can add like another sentence or two to that. And
Mount Manu, thank you so much for getting all this feedback. This is so valuable, man.
the tooltip for this showing way too high.
So I think he's saying that when you go to the
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, not very hard. Oh no, I screwed everything, guys.
Very hard.
Oh, stop. Okay, anyway, I'll fix it later. This thing's going crazy.
That's why it's too high.
Something too high here.
Well, I feel like, we could keep looking at these issues. Is there anything else that, like Chewy, Lauren, you guys kind of popped in? Are there other topics that we want to cover that you guys wanted to talk about for params?
Ivy, I just synced with Ivy, and she gave me a document on like a small campaign that we're gonna run for each param. We had this idea about like maybe on social media try to start like, okay, this is gonna be params week, and we're gonna explain one parameter per day. So I just wanted to mention this idea, but we're gonna be contacting all of the authors of each post to just make sure that we're not like explaining something. But yeah, I just wanted to share this idea to see if anybody had like any other ideas around this campaign.
That's fucking awesome. There's going to be more than, I mean, there's more than 7 parameters. Are you just going to pick
Yeah,
the
it's
7
like,
most important?
well, it's
Confusing.
like 15 or 16. But we may just like say like, okay, it's gonna be like params week, or maybe like params week volume 1 and params week volume 2 or something. But yeah, the idea is to cover everything and to support it with graphics so that people can go directly to them. Like, for example, the media on Twitter, like it's gonna have like a better index. Instead of like scrolling through the tweets, we can just have like specific graphics for each param and links to the supporting information on that.
I think that's fucking fantastic. You're making me really excited about Twitter right now. Does anyone else have thoughts on this? Lauren, do you have any thoughts? I mean, you run the Give It Twitter.
Cool idea.
Cool idea, cool idea, bro. Okay. Anybody else?
Sounds awesome. Really.
Well, you're preaching to the choir about params here. Oh yeah, Zep?
Yeah, I just wanted to say like if there's some kind of roadmap or something, like when we going to be, like, yeah, when we're going to be launching, or if we have an idea. I mean, if we don't, it's fine, but if we have, I would like to know.
Well, right now Vitor's sick, so he'd be the one who could give us the roadmap. But our internal goal is September 15th to have it out. I doubt that we hit that. Okay, that's very aggressive. October 1st is probably a better bet.
Okay, thank you, Griff.
But we're gonna try. And this Thursday, and what we're going to do is we're gonna have releases on the weekly. So we'll have the first release this Thursday, hopefully. That'll be the learning section and the token freeze token thaw section. So people will be able to go to the web page. Actually, the token freeze token thaw is basically done. We're doing a little bit of QA on it. Oh yeah, see, look, Mitch is going to try to show us.
404.
Nice.
What's the?
It's not. I think it's I think, is it feet? I thought get rid of feet, and I thought it was just config /1. Config, not -1, but /. No? Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Where's the
Ooh,
line?
look at that. No.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Hey!
There. Yeah.
Ooh. Ah. Oh. 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 Yeah, I like the opening price 6.9. Yeah, that reserve ratio is gonna be wild. Let me just tell you. Yes, 888. Now we're talking.
I think I broke it, guys.
Definitely broke it.
It's never going to zero.
Oh boy, yeah.
You didn't break it. It's because the token freeze is longer. We're only going to show the first 50 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So the token freeze extended. If you make that 42. No, it didn't. Okay, you may have broken
No,
it.
it's
Oh, and the token thaw is so long that. Yeah, there we go.
But I thought it was going to be dynamic.
Yeah, it will. It should be.
Maybe he just hasn't made the PR yet. It's fine.
Yeah, it hasn't pushed it yet. Thursday will be the big. I think. Well, gosh, I mean, Vitor and Fabio were supposed to have a huge hack session this week in person, but if he's like out for the count, then it probably didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if we get this release out on Thursday. It's Vitor is our rock, and if he got jabbed, then yeah.
I don't have the other module loaded locally yet.
That's cool. Hey, Maria. Welcome to Prams.
I'm trying to learn as much as possible, but I need to get on board earlier.
Yeah, the learning curve is pretty steep here in Prams. And actually, I would say that unless anyone has any agenda topics, okay. First off, Chewy, feel free to come. I don't for these. We could probably try to set up all the parameter week tweets together in one of these param sessions, either a Sunday hack session or maybe the last 15 minutes of one of these calls. So if Sunday hack session would probably be the best though. So it'd be cool if you and Ivy wanted to come to one of those.
Yes, for sure. Maybe while we get it ready, maybe for next Tuesday, we can have like a laid out plan that we can bounce.
That'd be cool. Sunday is the better hack session day for us.
Okay.
It's
Yes,
4
it's
hours.
like 4 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Ivy also this time is not really great. I guess it's not so bad for Ivy, but it's not so great either. Whereas the I don't know. I think because it's like the Pram session is like super late for Europe. Europe gets screwed in the Pram hack sesh. So I think she's probably better off.
Yeah, I'll try to have something for Sunday definitely, and maybe we can for next Tuesday, like counting on Ivy, we can probably like make more decisions around it. But yeah, I'll try to start scheduling this for the first week of September, and yeah, we can take it on from there.
Nice. Well then, let's just do closing thoughts on params, because unless the and make sure that there's no other agenda topics that need to be covered. But I think we can end early. Thanks guys for coming. It's always good to see such a nice crowd. Really love all of your feedback and the Figmas. Thank you, Mount Manu, for taking that on, and Mitch, dude, thank you so much for taking on product ownership of this. It's huge, and really love your work, man. I'll pass it to Chewy.
Well, just to conclude, I think this is going to be great for the like the campaign that we're planning on. However, I really need to catch up with most of these params just to have a clearer communication. So yeah, you guys are going to be seeing me like a lot in your meetings again. So yeah, I'm happy to be back and happy to see everyone. I'll pass it to Nagan.
Yeah, also just thank Mount Manu and Mitch for the hard work and all the cool stuff they've done. And yeah, that's mainly it. I'll pass it to Lauren.
Oh yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah, no, I don't have anything to add. I think this is looking really good. So like thanks Mitch, and I'm excited about this like params tweet thing. So thanks Chewy. Yeah, I'll pass it to Zepti.
Thanks, Lauren. Yeah, I think, I mean, I was some weeks off of params, and there's a lot of new things, super cool. Yeah, I mean, you're going fast, guys. It's very good to see like all the progress. And yeah, happy to, participate in that. This is so cool. And I'll pass it to Manu.
Mount Manu, can you unmute? Let's go to Mitch.
Oh,
Mitch.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is. Go for
Yeah.
it, Manu.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, thanks, guys. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna. I realized that by combining onboarding with user testing, it's a much more organic way to get a lot more feedback faster. So for the next rounds, I'm sure to get much more feedback in a short amount of time. So looking forward to that. And yeah, I'll pass back to you, Griff.
Mitch?
Sorry, I broke everything. Let's yeah, I'm just excited to put all the changes and get some good user feedback and really crank out the designs and have them finalized. But I'm glad everyone's here and was able to make lots of great suggestions and some concrete decisions. I'll give it to Maria.
Sorry that I jump in late, but I'm still learning, and I have been researching all the TE Academy, and now I want to learn more about the TEC, so I'll be more around. But thank you guys for all this hard work that you guys are doing, because it's magical, it's witchcraft. I love it. I'll be in the Common Stack office hours in a few minutes, so anyone who is who wants to join, you're welcome there.
Thank you, Maria. And if you want to really take a deep dive, I would suggest chatting up Mount Manu, and he can do some user testing with you on this crazy witchcraft that we're playing with. Well, thank you guys. Enjoy the 12-minute break. And
sorry,
see you at
quick
the next
question.
one. Yeah.
This interface is not available yet, right? For us to move it around, or
So there's a Figma prototype. So if you hang out with Mount Manu, he can show you on Figma. It's kind of like you can click around, but it's a lie. It's fake. It's a fraud, man. There's no back end or anything. It's just you click and another picture shows up. It's not real. But Mitch is showing you what we have so far. You can run it locally if you're a hacker. I can't run it locally, so I don't. But Mitch is a hacker. He hacks, so he can run it locally. And hopefully we'll have a link on Thursday, but because Vitor's sick, I have a feeling we might miss that deadline. So
no worries. I'll play around with the Figma.
Yeah, we were hoping to have something out. It'll probably be out by Sunday night or Monday morning. That we'll have some release, and then hopefully we'll catch up with a second release still for next Thursday. So, but we will start. The goal is to have these steady releases with each module added to a clickable, a real thing, and that by late September we'll have the whole thing where you can actually submit it on GitHub as an issue, your proposal.
Perfect. Thank you, Griff.
Dude, thank you, Chewy. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see all of you. Enjoy your free 10 minutes. Bye, guys.